Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Lisa with Lisa's Faith and Budget Planning channel. I'm excited to be here today. We are setting up Paycheck 1. I actually have 2 pages of Paycheck 1 because my month is split in half this month and I'm not sure how far over I'm going to go. I know setting it up I will only be on 1 page, but it doesn't leave but like 3 or 4 lines on this page before I'll have to start using this side. For any unbudgeted items. And I randomly have unbudgeted on a regular basis, even though I have a miscellaneous category. It is so weird. So if you're interested in seeing what I'm budgeting for Paycheck 1 and going through how I use my budget sheets to keep me on track and keep me on budget, stay tuned and we will get started. Okay. I am back. So I have my Paycheck 1 budget sheet ready and we are going to put in all the income that we have coming in on the first 2 days of the month. So what happened this month is my husband's military retirement check, VA disability check, my son's rent, my husband's salary, and what we balanced forward from March into April, all happening at once on this first paycheck period. Now today is April 2nd, and the reason I waited to the 2nd to actually do this is because my husband got paid on the 2nd and his military and VA stuff came on the 1st. So they were back to back, and I'm like, you know what? There's no reason to do Paycheck 1, Paycheck 2 when paychecks are coming in back to back like that. We're just going to combine them all together, and then the first half of the month is going to be covered. And then when the 16th comes and my husband gets his next salary check, that'll take care of the last half of the month, and we'll have 2 paycheck to paycheck videos, and then I'll close it out at the end of the month. We do have a 3rd paycheck because it's April and my husband gets paid every other Friday on the 30th of the last day of the month. But it's pretty much just going to go into savings. So later I will incorporate that into when I close out Paycheck 2. Before I go into the first paycheck of May. Wow, this year's already flying. I'm talking about May and 2nd of April, and my goodness. Budgeting makes things go faster, I swear. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take time off camera and I'm going to fill out all these categories of what the income is and what my expenses are. And then I'm going to come back and we'll fill out the budgeted amount for each one, and I'll talk about those as we do them. So I will be right back. Okay, I am back. So here are all my different income and expenses for the Paycheck 1 and my April paycheck. And so we're going to start going ahead and filling in the numbers and going over the numbers for this time period. So my husband got his military retirement check, as he always does. It's $1,497.18. This is after taxes are taken out and medical, dental, and vision is taken out before we even get this money. So imagine taxes added in and all that, then you can imagine what the actual gross amount would have been. So anyways, VA disability, he's considered 90% disabled because of physical health and both of his knees, and he has to have a CPAP machine for the rest of his life, and then they evaluate him for mental health as well. So it's $2,160.18. This month we did not have VA education deposit, so my husband's taking some time off and taking a break from classes, and then he's going to go back into and finish his master's degree. And my son's rent was paid. So since all this has already happened, budget and actual are going to be the same. I just write it twice, which is fine. But these are budgeted amounts because not all of these have happened yet. Let's see. Rent was $664. And then 3 cents was dividends. We don't charge my son 3 cents. That'd be ridiculous. But anytime we get little extra dividends, pennies usually, in our bank account from our Navy Federal Credit Union for our checking account, I make sure I account for that in here. Salary and balance forward. So the balance forward was $274.30 from March. And that's what was sitting in the checking account when these deposits occurred. plus my husband's salary, which was $23,1328. Together, that made $2,587.58. So the total we have here, and ooh, I am not ready. I don't have my calculator. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Sorry, my chair is so squeaky. It's getting really, really bad. We have 149718 plus 216018 and 664.03 and 258758. All right, so we have to work with $6,908.97. So it's a pretty good amount to work with for the first half of the month, first 15 days of the month, which includes our spending categories and how we buy our groceries and go out to eat and stuff like that. Now, this month, right now, my son is about to start spring break after school today. So there's not a lot going on as far as school activities and stuff like that. Because he's on spring break next week, all of next week, he's out of school. We have my father-in-law in town this weekend, and then over the Easter weekend, and then we're going to have travel to my mom and dad's house, which is about 3 hours from where I live, and we're going to stay a couple nights in a hotel. We're going to go out to eat, I'm sure, or pick up and bring it back to wherever we take out, I guess you would say. And so we're going to have some things like that are going to throw the numbers off, but I'm using my typical budget. And then anything over, obviously, I would use the buffer for, but I do need to make sure I have enough in my buffer to carry over to the next paycheck period to cover all those bills. Because when I did the mock budget for that, there wasn't a lot of money left over. It was like $130. I'm like, yeah, we need to keep that cushion in there until the second budget. And then once paycheck 2 is completed and I have it budgeted, then I'll know how much I'm going to be saving at the end of the month, which is almost an entire paycheck for my husband, because on the 30th he gets paid again and it doesn't have to go to any bills, and we are excited about that. So moving on. The next thing I have is the mortgage. So $1,980.06. And the actual for that actually happened this morning. 980.06. So no over under there. Visa Go, my husband transferred his $200 to his personal account. And that's just a prepaid Go card from Navy Federal. That way he can spend money without having to be concerned with the rest of the bills. He knows no bills are going to come out of that account. $231.75 goes to Greater Europe Missions. It's a tithing off of the VA disability. Helping Hands gets $200, which is a tithing off of the military retirement. Natural gas. What is natural gas? This month is $135.54 is the actual amount. I've already got the bill. Amazon Music is $7.99 subscription that we pay every month. And that actually did come out. I saw that this morning. And Humana Health is my son's insurance. He's not eligible to be on our military retirement insurance. So we pay for the TRICARE Young Adult, I think is what it's called, $459. And that just keeps him in the TRICARE system, as well as getting the medication at the military treatment facilities, which he takes a medication for his autism and ADD, and saves a lot of money. Even though we have to pay that, it's still not nearly as much as what we could be paying, because I think his medication alone, if we paid for it out of pocket, even with insurance, could be $1,500 a month. So I'd rather pay this than the $1,500. CBS All Access is $5.99. Tithe is $3.10. And that's just the salary check that we're tithing there. And then Sling is $50. I think it's still $50. Geico is $107.43. Instant ink, I'm guessing is $12.71. I think that's what it is, but I'll adjust that if it needs to be adjusted later. Did go to the ATM, so I have been pulling a little bit of cash every once in a while out of an envelope that I have here at the house. I call it my at-home emergency fund. It's the same amount I keep in my bank for my baby starter emergency fund, and I created a cash envelope for it, so I want to show it off real quick. It's so cute. Look at that. So I printed this. I have this printable in my Etsy store online, Lisa's Faith Budget Plan. There's a link in the description box below. And I keep $1,000 cash. And this envelope holds really, really well. And I went to the bank and got money out. So that's what it looks like. It folds over. It's just really cute. And I really like it. I really like it. So my at-home emergency fund, something pretty to put all the cash together, bundled in, and then thrown into a safe. I was actually just refilling it because I went to the ATM and I got $220 out. And I needed to put $150 in the cash envelope, and then I needed to keep $70 for my haircuts today. So we have someone at church that comes to our house and does haircuts. She colors my hair. She does all the things that you would get in a salon for your hair at your house, which is really, really cool. In fact, she's doing a perm right now for her grandmother, which is really awesome. I love that about her. And she's coming to my house later to cut my hair, my son's hair, and my husband's hair. And so I had $70 pulled out for that. And I always want to make sure I tip her well. And so she keep coming to our house, and we don't have to go into salons and be out in public like that. So she's really cool about it. Grocery household for this paycheck period, I'm doing $600 for 15 days. Hopefully that'll last. We'll see. Restaurants, we are doing, how much are we doing? $325. Miscellaneous, we are doing $275. Gasoline, we are bumping that up this month to $300, so $150 for the first half of the month. And then Boss Land and Lawn. I almost forgot to put these guys in here. This is the new company I'm using to cut our grass. It's actually $10 cheaper, and they are part of our church, so we want to support them. And it's $55 each time they come out, and they come out twice a month, so, or every other week. And so, yeah. That is that. I'm excited. So let's total up all the expenses, and we'll see if I can get it all on here. I got something stopping me up here. There we go. There we go. Now I got it all on the screen. Let me total all these up, and I'm going to fast forward through this part, and I'll be right back. Okay, that's the total, $5,325.47, and matches my notes, which I'm really happy about. And I'm going to write that down here at the bottom. All right, so I'm going to take this number, I'm going to put a negative in front of it, and then I'm going to add the amount, so we can do income minus expenses and see what we have left. So that's $6,908.97. So I have $1,583.50 left over in the budget, and hopefully most of that will be rolled over into Paycheck 2. So that way we have enough at the end of the month. And my goal every month is to put $1,000 in savings at minimum, but I would love to put more. I don't know why I put a decimal there. There we go. There we go. So, yes. Okay, so I'm going to zoom you guys out, and we'll close out this video for Paycheck 1. Okay, that's it. That is Paycheck 1. We are set up for the next 15 days, and I feel so much better now that I've done the numbers. I know I have the money to cover anything that comes in, and I know what the budget's telling me, and I know what I could potentially put into savings later at the end of the month. I always wait till the end of the month because you never know what's going to happen throughout the month. I know there's a few things. We're going to travel a little bit. I want to get a playpen for the house because I am babysitting a beautiful little baby, friends of mine that had a baby, and I'm Auntie Tia. So if you speak Spanish, I think I'm saying that right, Tia, and my husband's Tio. So Tia Lisa and Tio Eric, and we're excited because we just love having this little girl around. She's just amazing, and yeah, I want to be prepared for it and be there for her when the family needs me, and be there for my family and make sure we have the spending categories taken care of. So yeah, that is what's going on for this month. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of my videos, please subscribe to my channel. And I will see you guys next time. Have an amazing and blessed day. Bye.